First they came for the nonconformists, and no one spoke up. It was easier to conform. Then they came for the dissenters, and no one spoke up. It was easier to simply nod assent and shuffle on. Then they came for those who wished to be left alone, and no one spoke up. It was easier to lose oneself in groupthink. They promised it would only be temporary, until the war was over. You know, the war that was vague and indefinite and never-ending. The enemy was sometimes easy to identify and sometimes not. Often we were told that the enemy could only be found if everyone submitted. A few complained, a few refused to comply, but no one appeared to listen. It was always someone else's problem, until one day the pain came to us all. It did not come on a lightning bolt. It did not come initially from the barrel of a gun. And many did not notice. We did not sufficiently resist until it came to rest on our doorstep. When it finally came for us, there was no one left to speak up. By then, it was too late. Liberty requires eternal vigilance. We must be wary of the 1,000 cuts that rob us of our freedom every day. It is easy to look back and believe that many of us would have shouted down the Nazis, taken a cudgel to the slave traders, slit the throats of the Stalinists, but each were greeted with bouquets and rose petals. Crowds threw themselves and their liberty at the feet of these rulers, not understanding or caring about the ramifications. And yet, a yearning to be free has always popped up in every generation. But the question ever present remains, will your generation be the one to let liberty die? Will you trade your liberty for security? Will you trade your liberty for a lead role in a cage? What is your freedom worth? Would you trade it for a car? Would you trade it for free tuition? Big Brother's not always so obvious until he's gotten big enough to stifle. Big Brother comes stealthily in the night without fanfare and always with the promise that they only want to keep us safe. They say if you haven't done anything wrong, you have nothing to fear. It is for our own good, they say, to keep us safe. But I don't know about you, but I don't want to live in a cage. I don't want to report to a master. I don't want to register with the plantation owner. And I don't want spooks sifting through my papers, invading my cloud. I will gladly accept risk, uncertainty, and all that attaches to be free of the shackles. What makes us human, what makes us free is the exercise of our will, the freedom to succeed, the freedom to fail, the freedom to choose righteousness, the freedom to stray. So when they come for your liberty, speak up, speak loudly, do not be deterred. Do not stop until you are heard, even if it is only the sound of one man or one woman resisting, the sound of one voice rising. If even one voice is heard, it won't be said that our liberty was lost without a fight.